Hey, so today I want to show you a new feature that was added today on June 19th, 2025 to the beta of GameMaker. There's a few features listed out here, but the one that I thought was really interesting was this one. It says the room editor allows customizing the sprite assigned to an individual instance. You can now double click an instance within the room editor and change which sprite is assigned to this instance. This means you can now better preview and position assets into your room. These sprite values are then used as sprite index upon game start. So if you recall, I made a video before about a way to get around it. And what this means is when you put an object into a room in GameMaker, it's got exactly one sprite as defined in the object. But what if you wanted to have one object with multiple sprites? You'd have to do that through code, and then you could only see the changes being made in the actual game. So what this allows us to do is what you see here. You can see I have three different sprites, one of a log, one of a crate, and one of a kind of a treetop here. But there's only one object, and you can see that there's three different three of the same object put in the room, but they've got different sprites. So let me show you how to define that. When you first put your object into the room, just like this, you click and drag it over. This is now OBJ platform, but there's a new field here in the inspector called Sprite Override. From here, we're just gonna click it once, and we're gonna select the new sprite that we want. And now this object of OBJ platform will now be reflected as the crate in the editor. And then if we hit run, you can see it's now the crate. It maintains. So now you could preview what the room will actually look like with the sprite being set before you run the game. So if we open this up and then I believe we click on variables, you'll see that these have automatically been changed too. Image index is set to 0 and the sprite index is to our crate. So that should help you a lot, especially when creating platformers or really any kind of implementation where you have the same object in your room editor, but you want to see what the sprite will look like in the room editor after the game is being run. So great feature. Thank you. Keep it up.